Dyson LLC, right? Thank you. If you have subscribed or liked to my channel, I really appreciate it and humble and grateful for the support, right? As always, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, please find a reason to smile. Even if you went to bed on the wrong side of the bed, right? Find a reason to smile because you are blessed and highly favored at the same time, right? Um, Today's topic is gonna be about having a winner's mentality, right? And what do you do to maintain or get a winner's mentality or to build that habit of having a winner's mentality, right? So you can always win no matter what it is, even in your character, in your personal life at home, with your children, with your wife, with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, right? On your career, at your job, um, in your relationships that you build, your day-to-day life, your day-to-day faith walk. Like, what is it that you need to do to maintain that winner's mentality? And how do you even sometimes, what do you need to do to instill that into yourself first? Because you count first. Once you take care of yourself, then you can start taking care of everyone else, even your children and everyone inside your home, your co-workers, all that kind of stuff. Um, you can start doing that and spreading it abroad, right? But a lot of times when it comes to having a winner's mentality, a lot of times what do? We tell ourselves that just go ahead, do what you do. If you lose, it's okay. You get it next time. We got to get out of that, right? Sometimes there never is a second opportunity, right? Meaning sometimes there's never that next moment, right? As they always say, or should I say, as you done heard or I done heard, first impressions go a long way. Sometimes you don't get a second chance to make that impression on that kid, right? To get that make that impression, that right impression on that job, right? You don't get that opportunity to rewind time, right? And get that moment back. So when you going through life, you have to tell yourself, no matter what it is that I'm about to do, I'm about to go into it with a winner's mentality, meaning I'm going into this giving every single thing that I got. So from the start, I'm going to implant something in my mind, a hunger inside of my mind, body, and soul that I'm going to give every single thing that I have to win whatever it is that you about to do. So if you about to go out there and play that game, right? That athletic sports game, whatever it is, right? Hockey, baseball, soccer, right? Basketball, right? Whatever it is, right? Tennis, I don't care, whatever it is, right? Even if you being competitive at home, right? Just playing basketball in the front yard, in the backyard. Go out there with the mindset that you are going to win, right? That you're going to give every single thing that you have until you exhaust yourself, right? To where you want to win. Because a lot of times we even tell our kids, right? It's okay. Nah, I don't do that with my family. Hey, we trying to win. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, no matter what team or a soccer team that I coach, right? We trying to win. Now, if we go out there and we end up losing that game, knowing that we gave everything that we have or we could do, we still winners, right? But we went out there with the winner's mentality to say, okay, we about to give all we got, right? And you have to do that when you going to school. You have to do that on your job, because on your job you never know who's watching you. You never know what impression that you're giving off to others, right? Because when you winning everybody else, hey, they trying to get a piece of what you doing. They trying to see what is you doing? How is he doing what he doing, right? And they have the time, they waiting for you to fall off. But If you always go out there with that mentality that I'm going to give every single thing that I got, I'm not going to go out there saying, it's okay if I lose. You can't do that. So what do? Right? As always, the 4 principles of life, right? As I always talk about, consistency, commitment, courage, and confidence. You have to instill these into your life each and every single time that you step outside of your comfort zone in order to be a true winner, right? And let me put this out there too. Winning, even when you feel like you failed or you feel like you may have lost, right? If you learn something from that, if you learn something, let me replay that or repeat it. If you learn something from when you fail or you don't hit that goal right away, long as you get back up and pick yourself up, you still a winner. So let's start with the first C, consistency, right? With consistency, you have to continue to have faith, right? That no matter what you do, God is never going to fail you, right? So you have to believe. My belief in my higher power is God, right? Knowing that every single thing that he allows me to go through, whether I feel like he shouldn't allow me to go through it or not, right? Whether I feel like I'm a good man and trying to be a great man, right? I still have to have faith in the midst of any adversity, any trials, any triumph that I go through. I still have to have faith that it's a greater purpose of why I'm going through this, so I can have a testament to show and teach other people. And in life, with our faith walk is not always about ourselves too, right? Our faith walk is about knowing that whatever we're going through, we can pass that knowledge on to somebody else, right? To prevent them from going through the same life situation that we went through. Or we can be there to be that rock for them when we may not have had nobody when we went through our situation, right? But we had a mentality to where we knew when we was going through it, we wasn't going to give up. And a lot of times with consistency, right? Consistency is sometimes a little difficult because you may be going through one thing and then while you're going through that, something else comes. Right? So you still got to have that strong will, that mindset to say, when it rains, it pours. But at the same time, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to push through this. I'm going to tell myself that I can consistently get through anything that's thrown at me, no matter what it is from somebody else, or is it myself? Is it you, right? That's causing you to continually to go through that same situation because you haven't faced the facts of reality that you need to get out your own way, right? So you have to consistently have faith in God that he's going to bring you through these situations. Consistently believe that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. You just got to keep grinding, right? Because tomorrow is going to bring something new for you, something greater, right? That's just a moment. Sometimes seasons may seem like they last for years. Sometimes they only last for seconds or minutes or hours or days or weeks, right? But before you know it, you're gonna reap the benefits. So consistently have faith and plant great seeds or good seeds in your life, right? To where they're gonna produce fruit. And that fruit is gonna be you seeing your life flourish in a way that you never thought it was gonna flourish, right? You seeing your family flourish and get the things that you always wanted to have, right? Right? You see the favor of God over you and your children, right? You on your job, right? You see your businesses start, boom. They start going places that you never thought they would go to, right? But you got to believe and you got to see the vision, right? So next is, right, commitment, right? You got to consistently commit yourself to winning. And that's in every single phase of your life. Winning could be believing in you, right? You have to always believe that you're a winner, right? Even when you go on that job and you interview and you don't get it, right? When you try for that team, right? And you don't get on that team, right? You go take that test and you don't failed it like 3 or 4 times. But you still consistently keep on studying, right? Right? And you still commit yourself that no matter what happens, I'm gonna get on this team, right? No matter what happens, I'm gonna stay committed to myself, committed to my dreams, visions, and my goals, right? A lot of times we give up too fast. We tell ourselves it's okay to fail, right? And not learn something from it. We have to change our mentality in order for us to be winners, right? And when you do that, you consistently commit yourself to winning and having the right mentality. Man, can't nobody stop you. But you have to get to the point where you believe that yourself, right? Not nobody else telling you. You have to believe that internally, within your heart, within your soul, that you can do anything and you can have anything in this life that you put your mind to. And once you believe that, can't nobody stop you. Even when they talk about you over here, can't nobody stop you, right? And then once you stay consistently faithful, right? You commit yourself to winning, right? Now you got courage. And can't nobody stop courage, right? Because that's your strength. Can't nobody stop it, right? So now that you done gained the courage, because you can see yourself, right? You can see yourself on the mountaintop, right? You don't build your stamina up, right? To climb that mountain, right? I look at it like this. We always want something, but we don't want to put in the work. You have to put in the work consistently, right? Stay disciplined, grind. Sometimes you have to step away from the crowds, right? And focus on what you need to focus on, right? Until you can get to that point to where you can, say, okay, yep, I can reintegrate myself back into everything else that's going on. But sometimes when you're a true winner, sometimes, you got to separate yourself from the things that you thought you wanted to the things that you need to do, right? And then when you do that, you're able to focus, right? And then you're able to see things clearly, right? Then God can speak to you, right? And you can listen, right? First thing upon, like I say, the key factor of communication is listening, as always, right? So when you build that courage within yourself, right? To where you can literally see yourself winning, to where you know you have enough strength and you have the mindset to bust through any door or any obstacle that's in your way and still stand strong and hold your head up no matter what, because you knew that you fought that fight with every single thing that you had, you're a winner. But if you go in there half-stepping, I'm going to just go to work today. I don't really feel like being there. I'm going to just go to work. Man, I'm going to go play this game. I don't really feel like being there, but I'm here, right? You never know that mentality, going in there with that half-butt mentality, right? I ain't going to say the other word, that half-butt mentality, right? It may rub off into someone else, right? It may cause someone else to have a bad day. So you have to always make sure you come with a positive attitude, right? Because you never know who that bleeds off into, right? Who you can encourage by you having that positive mentality or that winner's mentality, right? So you can always be a winner, and then you can spread that abroad, right? So next is confidence. You don't build the consistency by having your faith, right? You committed yourself, right, to the cause, to your purpose of what you're trying to do. You committed yourself to winning each and every single thing that you do, right? You don't build the courage and the strength to bust through any single door, no matter what, knowing that nobody can stop you because God has favor over your life, right? And then after that, what have you did, right? You got so much confidence in yourself to where you're never going to give up. Every single thing that you do, you going in it with a winner's mentality, believing that any and everything is possible, right? Forget about yesterday, right? Forget about the last time that you failed or felt like you failed. Long as you learned something from it, it's time to move forward. Try it again, right? Keep trying until you get it, right? And then once you get it, try out of it and just go, right? And do what you need to do to be successful in your life, because you are worth it, you are great, and you deserve any and everything in this life, right? Never look at what somebody else has or what somebody else got. Reason I say that is because you never know what they went through to get what they got. So you have to focus on yourself, right? You may like what they have. You may want some of the things that you see others have, right? But claim those things for yourself, right? Claim those things for yourself. But it starts with your mentality. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have faith in God and believe that no matter what circumstance or adversity or triumphs, whatever it is that you went through in life, it had a purpose. And as long as you believe that, you will continue to be a winner, right? So, as always, right, instill the 4 principles of life into your own personal life to create the lifestyle that you want, right? Having a winner's mentality is not for everyone. Everybody can't get knocked down and get back up. True winners, true fighters, right, get back up and continue to fight no matter what it is, because they want something in life.